What's up, y'all? I'm so freaking behind. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I had a business matter that I had to take care of. It could not wait. So I'm sorry. Sorry, but I'm here now. Okay. Um, but y'all know how it is. Y'all know that clients and therapists that work for Yellowbird, they're my priority. Y'all know that. But I'm here for y'all now. Okay. All right. What's up, Instagram? I got my setup. I got my tools. I got my shit going. I got everything. I just need one more device I got on this new platform called Bigo. So I got another device, but I didn't think about it. I was thinking about my main things. Y'all are my main things. So I got my main things here. But for those of you that don't know me, hello, my name is Dominique, aka That Therapist. I am the lead clinician and CEO for a group practice known as Yellowbird Counseling. All right. So Yellowbird Counseling on all platforms. You can find me specifically on TikTok, though. You can find me as That Therapist. It's that the word THAT, that underscore therapist, THERAPIST. Killer the beat. All right, beat. Hey, I can spell, buddy. So happy to be able to spell. Someone pointed out to me on a phone call I was making, I had a bit of a speech impediment. It's okay. I don't know. It's fine. Sometimes my tongue get in the way of my words and but we hear though, and it's okay. I don't mind having a speech impediment because guess what? Other people have a speech impediment too. So I feel like if I have one and I'm able to cope through it, I can help other people feel encouraged to cope through theirs. So if y'all hear my speech impediment, it is what it is. So that's why I was spelling it out for y'all. But anyways, my name is Dominique, aka That Therapist. I'm the lead clinician and CEO for a group practice known as Yellowbird Counseling. Y'all might be asking me, what is that? What is a Yellowbird Counseling? What exactly does that do? Well, our normal day-to-day operations include providing individual, couples, family, group therapy or counseling. For those of you that have been following me for a long time, you know that therapy and counseling are two different things. For those of you that are new, I'll give you a small breakdown. Basically, counseling is for people that don't have a mental health diagnosis and they need short-term care. Therapy is more for people that have a mental health diagnosis and need longer-term care, in short. But there's a video, I believe it's on the website. You can take a look at therapy versus counseling so that you can get more intel on what's the difference between a psychiatrist, a therapist, a social worker, a nurse, like all of that. I broke it down for people in like regular terms so you don't got to worry about the medical terms of jargon. It's in regular plain English if you want to know what's the difference between therapy and counseling. But we provide therapy and or counseling, individual, family, couples, group, in the states of Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Jersey, and Idaho. Soon with more states to come, very, very soon. I hope within the next 6 months, the little 5 states we have will grow to 25 to 30 states. So y'all, that's where we're on the way to real soon with the stroke of a pen. All right. So I'll be happy for that for your friends and family members who see our ads and they're like, hey, are you in this state? Are you in this state? And I can stop saying we'll be there soon or not quite yet. Soon I'll be able to say we absolutely can serve you. So that's coming soon. We're actively working on that and keeping an eye out for those things. But we provide those therapy sessions. That's our normal day-to-day activities that we do throughout the week, throughout the day and evening, So, and we do it in those 5 states currently. But what do we do here on Thursdays? Well, on Thursdays, usually at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I just had a business matter that I needed to attend to because I love my clients. I love my therapists. And so if they need me, they gotta have me, but I'm gonna be here for y'all, okay, too. But they gotta have me first, because they kind of, both of them in short pay me. So I got to be there for folks who pay me. And so y'all understand how that is, but I'm here now. Okay. But usually we go live every Thursday evening from 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. Mountain, which is 6 p.m. Pacific. And we provide education to the general population on reasons all of us, including me, okay, I'm not left out, neither are none of my other therapists and non-therapists alike, how we could all benefit from having a therapist, even if we don't have a mental health diagnosis. Now, I do sometimes talk about actual diagnosis. I'll weave those in there, but my goal is more so to normalize therapy for people who may have never had a therapist before or know nothing about therapy. So that's kind of the approach I take. So you don't see me doing a whole lot of diagnostic specific stuff unless it's like a term that lay people throw around, like, I'm going to do something on narcissism because y'all is using that word too much. I'm going to do something on bipolar disorder because y'all is using that too much. Stuff like that I'll do. But I do less of like diagnostic education because I'm not here to educate you on diagnosis so much as I'm here to educate you on how you can benefit from therapy, because everybody that comes to therapy doesn't have a diagnosis, okay? Everybody that comes to see a therapist may be coming to see them for counseling and may not be coming to see them for therapy. So that's more of where I lie. So with that being said, like I said, all of us, tonight we're going to definitely be closing out the year. I'm so excited about that. I feel like we have come a long way this year with you guys and with the practice as a whole. I know a lot of my clients watch, or a lot of the clients in my practice watch, which I am so grateful. That's how I wanted it to be. Like, I just wanted it to be that way, where y'all can have additional support outside of your sessions, and then bring your friends and family who may be leery about therapy and they think, oh, if I go there, they're going to try to slap a diagnosis on me, or they're going to slap some medicine on me. And that's just not the case. And hopefully you've learned that and been able to share that with your friends and family so they feel more comfortable coming to see somebody that's not going to just label them and slap some meds on them, but may also look like them. I'm very intentional about hiring BIPOC therapists because they are a need, with BIPOC therapists only being about 4% of the total mental health profession, and there being at least 13% of the American population that are BIPOC. You see how the math don't math? Because all 13% of them of us, all of 13% of us could use all the 4% of us Black and brown therapists, okay? So that's what I'm saying. But you see how 13% for only 4%, and really we're probably the best. I'm going to say that as a therapist who has a white therapist. It's better to have a Black therapist, okay? If you're a Black person, okay, or a brown person, because there are some cultural nuances that you will be sharing in your day-to-day life and stories that maybe somebody in a more privileged position may not understand. So it's very, very important. Not saying that white therapists can't serve Black therapists, because I very much have white therapists working in my practice, but they have to be the type of white therapists who are aware of their implicit biases regarding the Black and brown population, and straight therapists who are aware of their implicit biases as it relates to the LGBTQ population. Because not only are we Black owned, me, but we are also LGBTQ owned, me. And so those are the two populations that I focus on because they're both me. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, while we do service people that are not LGBTQ, and we do service people that are not Black, that's the larger majority of what we get. So I got to be sure that Black and brown therapists alike are very aware of the indoctrinations that they have established living in American society that may be a barrier for treatment for our clients. So I said all that jargon. I hope y'all got it. It's a lot of jargon. If you could just share this live out on all platforms, please, because somebody is wanting to make a difference in their life this year. Somebody is wanting to actually achieve a goal this year. And if that's you, put it in the comments or put the raise hand emoji. If that's you, if you're really trying to like kick this new year off right, and you really want to figure out how to be intentional about setting New Year's standards, then raise your hand and let me know you're ready for me to continue. Or send me some likes. Send me some likes. Really, if you'll raise your hand or send me some likes, tap the screen over here, do all that. Let me know you ready for this info I got for y'all. You know, let me know you ready. Sound whoop whoop ready, whoop whoop ready, whoop whoop ready. Y'all, I'm mostly because I started late. And the way that I cope with stress is with humor. So you're going to get all the humor because that is how I cope outside of therapy and self-care. That's not the only way I cope, but it is definitely one of the ways I cope. Humor. So I'm going to be a little more silly tonight. I hope y'all are all right with that. I hope it's okay for you. Then I'm not going to, I'm never really like, and how does that make you feel? I'm very rarely like that, but I'm a little bit more like, you know, because it was a long day. If I can be quite honest with you, it has been a very long day. So I need to be with my people who I love and have some fun with y'all. Is that okay? Can I do that? Am I allowed? Is that something I'm allowed to do? Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Please share this. I'm going to explain to you how to share on all platforms. Sorry, y'all. Now my hair getting in my mouth. Y'all, I got a new bust down. Hey, y'all gonna see that new bust down in the new year, and I'll be like, where's my hair? I'm getting that new bust down installed. See? Bust down is a cultural term. Everybody, if I went to a Black therapist and said, girl, I'm excited to get my bust down on Saturday. She, if I go to my white 67-year-old therapist and say, honey, I'm about to get a bust down on Saturday. A bust down? Now I got to explain what bust down is. But yes, I'm going to get me a new bust down. What up, Woo? Hey, Woo. Y'all, Lady Woo is in here. Oh my God. Not a celebrity. Not a celebrity kind of see me. You heard me talking about my bust down. I'm excited. This ain't it. Y'all know this is my little wear and go. Y'all know about the wear and go. The glueless wear and go with the girl pre-cut. Don't look wiggy on your head. Y'all, that bust down about to be the truth, honey. I was not playing around, okay? So, anywho, yes. What was I saying before I had got preoccupied with the excitement of my new bust down? Oh, backtracking in my mind. Oh, yeah, if y'all were ready for me to start, okay? So this New Year's, goals. Oh, I was telling y'all to share. That's what it was. Again, I'm all over the place. I was asking y'all to share because there's somebody on your timeline in your groups that you're in on social media that is struggling and they need some help. Okay. And so if you want to join me in the effort to break the stigma that surrounds mental health and wellness and normalize therapy for the general population, please just give me a share. That's all I'm asking for. You ain't got to give me no money. You ain't got to give me no offering. Just click the share. There are several ways to share. First, of course, you can share it on your own page or timeline or whatever. Secondly, you can click the share, click the more options, and you can copy and paste the link into a text. You can copy and paste it into somebody's messages. You can copy and paste it into their DMs. You can slide up in their DMs with the link so that they can click it. And then those of you that are in the community, y'all forever have the link. If you scroll through your community messages for the past year, if you're a client, it's probably a lot of other stuff in there. But if you're in the live group, you'll see the links for all the lives we've done this year. So you can even share from there. You can copy and paste it from the community if you would like to. But there are different ways. If you'll just pick 2 of them ways to share, maybe share it on your timeline, share it in a text, share it on your timeline, share it in a, if you really want to be cool, 3 ways. Share it 3 different ways, but at least 2. If you could share it at least 2 different ways, I'll be much appreciative, okay? Because I'm really trying to help people. Me and Lady Woo, both of us. See, Lady Woo got it. Why? Because Lady Woo is a Black therapist. See, she didn't go, no, she knew. See, important. Buzzine. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Let's talk about how to be strategic about these New Year's goals. I don't like to say resolutions because resolution means failure to me. It computes to, because how many times have you said, okay, this year I'm going to work out 5 days a week. I'm going to drink a gallon of water. I'm going to journal. I'm going to go to bed on time. I'm going to maintain my boundaries. And then December 31st, most of those things didn't get done. Okay. So we're going to talk about how to maintain those, but I did want to look up, if we could look at together, because I think that was cool, more interactive. But while I'm looking this up, if you could put in the comments something that you feel comfortable sharing, a goal you would like to achieve in 2024 while I'm bringing this up. But I need to explain to you why it's a barrier first. But while I'm doing that, you can share and you can share and you can put in the comments. Okay. All right, so here is, I like psychology today. It's an article though, guys. It's an article, all right? So let me check I got to check the, reputability of the article, even if it's on, and let you know if it's a research article or if it's just, somebody's perspective, and it's a perspective-based article, okay? It's not a research article where you got a lot of numbers and figures and things, okay? This is it doesn't really talk about it. It doesn't have anything that I wasn't already gearing up to talk to y'all about. So I'll just use what I have. We'll share this too, just so you have a reference. Something else to look at as well. I think that'll be good. Sorry, I can't share it with y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to listen to me talk. I'll try to make it more entertaining. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Share screen. All right. All right. So y'all got something to look at. All right. Cool. Let me go back over so I can see y'all. Really, so I can see y'all comments and so I can make sure I don't miss them. Perfect. Thank you. Thank y'all for putting stuff in there. See, I'm testing for my CPC certification. See there? So that's a big goal. My goal is to shop during doing stop doing for others what I desperately want done for myself, for me, because it's never right. So okay, these are two good examples. So this example here, I'm glad that, thank y'all both, thank you Rob, TC, and thank you TR, and uh is it Shannon? Is Shannon right? It looks like it's Shannon. Is it right? Um, is that how you pronounce it? CHANIN, Shannon? Let me know. All right. So I like this example that they gave because it may not be something that somebody may consider their therapist needing to help them with. Okay. I sent out a mass message to the entire Yellowbird counseling clientele, informing them to bring the goals into their sessions that they would like to work on in 2024. Because there are things that you're like, it's just the way that people think about therapy. Oh, I only need help with this, but I didn't think to bring this up in therapy. I know that because I've had my own clients say to me, like if I'm having barriers with spending habits, if I'm having barriers like test taking, if I'm having I'm trying to think of something else that you may not directly relate to mental health. Taking a test is the best one. Like you may not think to bring that up in therapy, whereas you may think to bring up what Rob TR said, because that's like a boundary thing, doing for yourself, which is a good goal, a very popular goal. But that's one you're going to probably maybe more so think of to bring up in therapy, whereas the one for this one you may not, because it don't necessarily have a therapeutic feel to it, but it most definitely is. Anything that impacts your well-being, your life, your livelihood, and your emotional, mental, spiritual, like, yes, those are things that we do want to include. So I sent out a message to all the Yellowbird counseling clients, letting you know, hey, the first session of the year, treatment planning time for everybody, for us to get your goals, fresh start, and help you break down those goals into practical steps that you can carry out each week or each couple weeks or each month, whatever your need is for frequency. And we are actively working on that from January to December. And if we work on it for 90 days and we meet them and we need to change them, we'll do that. But we're going to be very focused on making sure your 2024 year is successful when people ain't peopling. You know what I'm saying? Because people are still gonna people, life is still gonna life. So we won't be able to eradicate when people and when life lives, but we can definitely help you cope in that process. Okay, so. And that's where a lot of people fail when they are making, me included, when they're making New Year's goals, is they don't think of what does that look like to practically carry that out on a daily, weekly, monthly basis throughout the year. So that is what you would want to take to your therapist. Like, hey, I don't really know. I know this is the goal that I want to achieve, but I don't necessarily know how to achieve it. There have been barriers when I've tried to, do it before. So me, if I was in my therapy session, I'll tell my therapist my things that I didn't get accomplished that I want to get accomplished in 2024. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to examine not only the steps, but we're going to also examine the barriers that came up in prior years or prior times of trying to establish or execute rather those goals. Okay. So, and the first thing is people don't break stuff down into steps. We just see this big old goal and we think we need to break off doing the big old goal day one. But let me tell you this. If all you drink is Diet Dr. Pepper and you don't drink not one sip of water, you're not going to start off January 1st drinking a gallon of water for 365 days, which that's not the healthiest, especially if you're taking vitamins and stuff. But please refer to your medical professional about your water intake, because I know that society tells us we're supposed to drown ourselves in water, but actually that could be counterproductive to your health, especially if you're taking medications and supplements. But please talk to your primary care physician about what is the best water intake for you. But I see a lot of people with the big old gallons. They walking around. I'm going to finish this gallon today. I got to finish this gallon today. But if you go from not drinking water at all to trying to drink a gallon a day, you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay? Because there's a reason that you're not already drinking water. It may be because you don't like it. Okay? So if you don't already like it, let's start a little smaller than a gallon. So that might look like, all right, January 1, I'm going to drink 1 8-ounce glass. Okay? Doesn't that sound more achievable? Doesn't that sound like something that you can really tackle a lot better than breaking off with this big-ass gallon jug of water you're supposed to finish in the hole? Like, if you don't drink water at all, can you start off with a glass? 1 glass January 1st? And this is just an example. This is the most common example I like to use because it's the easiest one to see. And then, or, you know, if you feel good about that, but we're not quite ready to move to, 2 gallons, or not 2 gallons, 2 glasses. Maybe you do from January 1st to 15th. And I'm breaking down what it could look like treatment plan wise as I talk through this, so that as you think of your own issues, you can say, I might actually need a therapist for that. I didn't think about how to really break that down into achievable steps for me so that I could see my progress more consistently. So for my clients, especially for my anxious clients, big old goals. They're like, I got to do this by this time. They get task paralysis and they lock up. So I'm like, all right, I'm there to help them think a little smaller because their anxiety already has them thinking too big, too unattainably. So I need to say, hey, what about this? And when it's like they're visibly, their face changes, like, I can just do that? Yeah, you can just do one piece. Yeah, in fact, I would rather you to do just one piece, okay? So it may look like, all right, from January 1st through 15th, I'm going to drink a glass of water. And if I'm consistent in drinking just 1 glass for those 15 days, then maybe the 16th through the 30th, or is it 30th January? Yeah, the 16th through the 30th, you may drink 2 glasses. And then at the end of that month, you're like, okay, the first half I drank 1 glass. I am up to 2 glasses consistently. I feel like I can move. So that was that 8 ounces. I feel like I can, 16. Okay, so maybe you feel like you can add another 8 ounce, or maybe you can add, if you're really into water, maybe you are drinking 2 glasses and then some. You could say, okay, I really want to build up. I feel like I can, not only am I meeting my goal, but I'm exceeding my goal. If you're exceeding your goal, that means we need to change it. That's where we come back to the treatment plan table. We update it. So you've outgrown your 1 cup a day and grown into whatever. Let's say you're drinking 4 cups a day when you're supposed to be just doing 2, but you do 4. Okay, cool. So that we need to make something that's more, something that will cause you to grow, something that's a little bit more of a challenge. So if your doctor has told you personally to drink 64 ounces a day, maybe we can go on ahead and put them 64 ounces on there, since you're already not only meeting your goal, but exceeding your goal. That's when you know. If you're meeting your goal, cool, we move on to the next part. If you're exceeding your goal, let's look at adding more of a challenge, okay? And again, you would break this up. I used weekly, but you can break something down into daily, whatever is therapeutically necessary for you and your current habits. Because what we're not trying to do is get you to function outside of who you are, like being someone you're not. We're trying to grow who you are into something greater. So we have to start where you are in order to grow. We can't start here if you're here. Because there's this big old gap of failure in between. If you're here and your goal is here and you got to break off here, this is that gallon of water. When you drink 0, you see all this room for failure. But if I bring it down here, you see how that's easier? If the gap between the goal and the execution is closer, you see how that's going to be easier. So that's one thing. You want to be sure that you're breaking your goals down into attainable steps. And you, again, may need a therapist to help you really be real with yourself about where is a good place to start. Okay. And then hold you accountable for that on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or as needed basis. Okay. Whatever your need is. Let me look at some of the comments. Yeah, I'm always starting. Shannon said, I'm always starting off my goals by biting off more than I can chew. You and millions of other people. Yeah, that's very common. That's why I was like, you got to break it down. My goal is to work on habits that I find myself recycling, to be present and communicative, and communicate, and be present and communication. See, those are bigger goals. Magnolia, those are good goals to have, but that's a good example of something that's probably not going to happen overnight. So breaking those down, and I'm just picking Magnolias, but for anybody that maybe has similar goals or goals that are not going to happen overnight, because most of the goals we have are not going to be overnight, and you're not sure how to break those down into practical steps, that's where a therapist could come in. Okay. Right. Got to get them treatment plans in. Listen, show do. Finding more moments to breathe when I am just feeling heavy and being able to say, I am not okay. Okay. So cool. Using Sharon as an example. If a client comes to me with that, saying, hey, finding more time to breathe. And that is a common one. I'm using it as an example because I have a lot of people with anxiety who I work with who do forget to breathe. We start off with like a very structured, okay, are you going to do 5 slow, controlled, deep breaths at noon each day? You know, we figure out with that, I would figure out where you're starting to notice more of your issues. So if you notice, I'm breathing less in the evening, or I'm breathing less in the morning, we may start as simple as, definitely we would grow from there, but we would start as simple as, okay, do you need to set an alarm on your phone to remind you to breathe? And then when the alarm goes off, how many slow, controlled, deep breaths do you feel today, right now, you can tolerate? And that's where we start. So if Shannon was my client and came in and said the very thing, I want to work on taking more time to breathe, I say, okay, where do you notice the hardest time of your day being? Let's just say she said evening. I'm using evening because that's most commonly what people tell me. Before I go to bed, after I get off of work, which during sad season, which is the season we're in now, and it's only going to get a little worse next month. So don't worry, I got y'all. But I'd say, okay. So then I might ask Shannon, okay, what time do you get off of work? What time do you get home? And try to find that sweet spot with her of when would be the best time to set her alarm to set her up for success. If she's like, well, usually at 6 o'clock, by 6 o'clock, I'm kind of sitting on my couch, or, kind of just, it's not much else to do going on. I might just sit around and scroll on Facebook. Perfect. Let's set your alarm for then. Let's set your alarm for the time you notice yourself scrolling around on Facebook. And let's have you take just 5 slow, controlled, deep breaths. So that slow means slowly inhaling in, and I'll even break it down to counts. So I'll be like, Shannon, do you think you can do an 8 count? Or Sharon, do you think you could do an 8 count? Y'all got Shannon's in here. Sorry. Do you think you could do an 8 count? If Sharon was like, yeah, I think I could do an 8 count. Okay, let's do just 5 Slow control deep breaths, an 8 count in and an 8 count out. Let's start there. Let's just have you do that. And let's just say Sharon is seeing me weekly. So I'll say, okay, just that's all your homework is, okay? It's just to take those 5 slow controlled deep breaths of 8 counts when your alarm goes off at 6 o'clock in the evening. And then we'll come back the next week and we'll assess that. So the 2 things that we'll assess is if you were consistent with it. If you were consistent, yay. Let's talk about I want to process with you why you felt you were consistent with that so that we can maximize on that, because that's a strength. If you were able to consistently do it, let's maximize on that. Let's figure out why you were successful at that, and let's maximize on it so that we can increase your goal, okay? But if you come back and you're like, I only did it once or twice. Okay, no problem. Let's then figure out what the barrier is. What kept you from being able? And a lot of times it could be a mindset thing, okay? There's a reason that you don't, like, maybe you can't prioritize it. Maybe your depressed mood is so severe that you just can't, like, all you can do is just make it through the day doing what you absolutely have to. So then at that point, if it's a barrier that we didn't account for in the beginning for whatever reason, then because this is a new behavior too. If it's a behavior that you haven't been doing, there could be a barrier in it when you try to implement that behavior. So what we'll then do is figure out the barrier and figure out how to help you be successful in the presence of that barrier. So we may work on, if you're that depressed, we may see what your doctor has to say about an adaptogen, like a supplement, or see what your doctor has to say about your vitamin D levels. We may see what your doctor has to say about how they feel. If I say something about an adaptogen, I always tell my clients to clear it with their medical doctor to be sure that it doesn't interfere with their health. Like St. John's wort, that's one. You got to be careful with that, because if you are on SSRI, like another antidepressant, you can't take it, and it can interfere with birth control too. So we got to figure out something else. So we got to figure out what we can do between adaptogen and medicine, and that's where things become more individualized. And that's where your therapist comes in and helps you troubleshoot those things. I'm very scientific, so I always want to include my clients' medical team, their primary care, and oftentimes with my women, their OBGYN, especially if they're dealing with PTSD. I'm like, when's your next appointment with your OBGYN, or when's your next appointment with your primary care? And then I go through with them in detail. Like, this is the questions I want you to ask and present. And more often than not, we're able to really make a lot of progress, because when a client is going into the doctor's office, a lot of times if they have white coat anxiety, they're not going to be remembering all that. So I make it easy for them to just present something to their doctor so that their doctor can then make whatever adjustments. So there's things to consider. That's why you definitely want to have the support of a licensed professional, such as a therapist, to help you really strategize how to approach your barriers and your successes. So that's a little bit more on breaking down steps. And understanding your hangups. I went on ahead and did that. So is it hangups, barriers, the same thing? What's hanging you up from being able to complete that goal? You really do want to know what that is. You also want to know what it is and assess what's helping you be successful in that goal, because it's possible we can apply those to other areas of your life with other goals that you may have set. Let me look at these comments. It's time for the comments. What y'all got? Let's see. Are y'all enjoying this? If you are, if you could tap the screen, give me some likes. If this information is beneficial to you, share that with me in the form of likes, hearts, whatever. Do people actually consistently do homework? No, don't feel bad. It's not uncommon. Most of the people that are consistent with their homework that I have are teachers, to be honest. But I don't even like, it's not a, you didn't do your therapy homework. I'm just like, okay. Because if you didn't do your therapy homework, it's because there's a barrier there. Okay. And what good would that do for me? Now, if it's very rarely just inertia. Okay. It's and even if it is inertia, we do need to figure out what we can do to build motivation. And that takes therapeutic technique. For example, like if you have a child on the spectrum, a lot of times on the spectrum, depending on functionality and other variables, because it is a spectrum, your child may lack motivation. So with pivotal response intervention, in order to build that motivation, you pair something that they can do really easily with something that can be really challenging, okay, in order to build motivation. And so there's a reason. If you don't if you don't achieve a goal, there's a barrier that me as a therapist needs to help you out with. I'm not there to scold you for it. I'm there to encourage you and figure out how we can help maximize your success. Okay. Woo, woo, yeah. Yeah. What kind of questions y'all got? Hey y'all, I'm so sorry I'm late. My dad is in the hospital. Oh no. Keep us posted, Malika. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know what? I was late. So you know what? And that's okay. You know what? You come when you need to and when you can. That's when you come. When you need to and when you can. I'll take it. But I'm glad that even in the midst of something so very stressful, you chose to spend some time with us. And I really hope that the information I'm sharing does give you, some hope in some way. Even if it's, just for how you can help your own life be less stressful. Aw, I love it. I'm glad we're your safe space. I love that. I love it. I do what I can. And everybody else that shows up regularly, I appreciate y'all for helping me make this a safe space for people like Malika and others of you that feel the same. So thank you. I try to be superwoman and the perfectionist in me. That is a barrier. Ain't nobody superwoman. Ain't nobody walking around with S's on their chests. None of us are flying, even though I have dreams that I literally have dreams of me throwing myself in the air and taking flight with my own regular arms, not even like a bird, but like with my own arms. Like somehow I'm able to fly. If I just think hard enough, I can just fly. And I never can. But I'll be like, it's like a running jump into the air where I try to take flight in my dreams. It's reoccurring, so there's probably some sort of meaning I haven't even looked up. But you saying that made me think of that. And do you understand how that could be like setting yourself up for failure? Because if I try to jump off my porch and take flight, I'm probably going to face plant into my bushes, and that's not going to be, that ain't going to be what's up at all. So same thing with feeling like you got to be superwoman and perfect, because none of us are designed to be perfect, and none of us are designed to be superior. Okay. Crying. So there's probably some sort of meaning. I did the same thing in my dreams. Then I go into like this extended why that's like a flying squirrel type of choice. Yes. I'm processing that. But it's like literally, yeah, okay. I'm processing it because again, I still don't know why I have that dream. So if you're having that dream, listen, I'm gonna research it and come back, and it might be for you too. I did the same thing in my dreams. Then I go into like this extended why that's like a flying squirrel type. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 You have really hit on me with that. So breaking down your steps, working with a therapist, by way of therapy or counseling, depending on if you have a diagnosis or not, on what that looks like to break those things down, and other things to consider as far as like medical intervention and things of that nature. What's your hang up with it? And like Sharon, was it Sharon that said being superwoman, that's a major barrier, a common barrier, trying to be perfect at it on the first try, that's a barrier. How do I break that down? How do I reconstruct that core belief of feeling like I need to be perfect? How do I reconstruct that core belief of feeling like I need to be superwoman? Where did that start for me? Those are the types of things that we look at in therapy. Because if it's a thought, we need to break that thought down so that we can reconstruct it and redirect it. And we got to get to the origin of the thought in order to do that. That is basic cognitive behavioral therapy. There's your jargon for the evening. That's as much jargon as I can give for this here evening. Are you really committed? Yeah, ideally you want that goal, but are you really committed to that? Are you committed to going to your therapy? If you're not committed, why? You know, that might be something that you may need a therapist at. And be real with your therapist. I really feel like I be falling off. And, for me, like I know what would be a barrier for me is if I went to weekly therapy when I don't need it, I'll be burned out on therapy. And then I just would stop coming. So your frequency may need to be adjusted. Like things like that. Okay. So like if you're not committed, why not? What's the barrier to your commitment to something you really want to do? And it may be that you may need to reconstruct the goal a little bit more. It may be something that you need to tailor to really fit you and who you are at that point. Not saying you can't grow into whatever the thing is, but we need to start somewhere. Okay. I always tell my clients, this is so important, y'all, to reward yourself when you achieve a goal. I don't care how minute it is. If it going back to the water example, if you drink that water, yay, self. Like I be celebrating, like, and they tell us in school, you don't need to tell them. No, people need encouragement. Okay, they appreciate it. So if they execute a goal, I know they're trying to reach. I'm like, wow, I don't care what it is. You could have flew to the moon or drank an 8-ounce glass of water. Yes, because I know that wasn't easy. Okay, and that's why you need to reward yourself. You need to really acknowledge yourself for the effort you're putting in to better yourself. So rewarding yourself, and a lot of times the core belief for that people get hung up with is, I don't feel like I deserve a reward. I feel like we've been socialized to think we need to do something to be rewarded. Like we need to like do something big to be rewarded. Like you be rewarded if you make an A or a B, but if you make a C, you're not going to be rewarded. Like, we're kind of, that's been indoctrinated in us that we had to do something big to be celebrated. Any step is a step forward. Okay. So every step forward, you need to reward yourself. Now, if you don't want to if you want to reward yourself at the end of the week with whatever, that's fine. Again, a therapist can help you decide, for what a reward could look like for you, because rewards don't look the same for everyone. So a therapist can help you identify what rewards would be relevant and impactful for you. And you do it. Even if it's something as simple as I be patting myself on the back, honey. And when I first started doing it, I felt real stupid. I was like, this is dumb. But as I kept doing it, now good job, self. Good job. That was hard. And you did that. You opened your mail out the mailbox. And opening mail is a major opportunity for task paralysis. And you did that. You did that, girl. You had opened them 3 envelopes. Honey, that's how I be doing. It makes it more enjoyable. It helps increase that motivation to do it again. Okay. In order to maintain the behavior, you have to be motivated to do it again and not by fear. Okay. I like for my clients to be motivated by their own idea of what a reward is, not by fear. Okay. Learn from the past. We kind of hit on that. What does it look like to learn from the past? Bringing it up to your therapist. Okay, well, last year when I set this goal, I maybe kept it for this long and then I fell off, or I never even started it. Okay, so let's assess that. How can we make this year's situation different from last year's situation? Okay, again, that can look a variety of different ways for different people. Let me see what y'all got. Our brains work off of a reward system. They absolutely do. And I'm glad you said that, Magnolia, because also the opposite. If you're nervous, if you set something up so big for you that it feels unattainable, then you're also putting your nervous system in a survival and like a fight or flight, and then you find yourself in task paralysis, So yes, your brain does operate off of rewards, but it tends to shy away from things that don't feel safe. So if you are drinking Dr. Pepper every day, a case of Dr. Pepper a day, and then you try to think you're going to break off 0 Dr. Peppers and a gallon of water on January 1st, your brain's going to, that don't feel safe, because it's not what it's used to, okay? So your brain is going to reject that, and then there you go, failure. I'll try, and that might look like, you know what, I'm going to try again tomorrow. And then you're going to be trying again tomorrow for 365 days, okay? Thank you, Magnolia. I already kind of said that. Reward yourself, thank yourself. That could be a form for completion. Like, thank you, self, for drinking that glass of water. Thank you, self, for going back to the certification. The person who had the certification, they made their goal might look like, I'm going to study 30 minutes a day, starting off just 30 minutes at this time. So once that 30 minutes is done, thank you, self. Thank you, self, for doing that. And that's just an example. That doesn't have to be your goal. I'm just throwing stuff out there. This other stuff we kind of already talked about. Small goals, like making a big goal into smaller, and we call those short-term goals on a treatment plan. We have our big long-term goal, our big pie in the sky, gallon a day goal, but how do we break those down into shorter term goals over a week or over a day, be specific. Don't say, I just want to be a nicer person this year. What does that mean? What about you makes you not a nice person now? What behaviors would you like to expand on? If you just say, I want to be a nicer person, and your therapist says, okay, cool, and don't ask no more questions and don't poke into that, find a new one. Because there's a lot of work there in somebody making a statement saying that they want to be a nicer person. Okay, there's a lot of work there that could be done. All right. It could be any combination of things a person wants to do better at. And it could also be that maybe they have a poor view of their self. So it could be that people are telling them they're not nice when really they may be nice. It just may be the people they're around don't like their behavior. That doesn't necessarily. So there's so many questions to ask if a client gives me a loaded statement like, I just want to be a nicer person. If I say, okay, nicer person, let's move to the next one, fire me, okay? If I don't ask you no questions past that, fire me. And if any of my therapists are doing that, let me know, okay? I doubt that they are, because I try to do a really, really great job on hiring, and I feel like my therapists are top-notch. Top-notch. I don't just hire anybody, but we're all human, okay? So, yeah, you got to be specific. Write it down. Y'all be like, oh, I just did it in my head. Let me tell you something. Writing down something all around, I'll give it about 30% more impactful for your memory. So if you're writing things down, it's taking hold better of your consciousness, okay? In general. If you take notes during a class, you're retaining 30% more of that information than if you like, oh, I heard it, this is up in my head. You better write that down. If writing seems like too big of a task for you, let's start with like doing a voice note in your phone. Let's start with doing a note in your phone. If you're already on your phone texting that person that always make you upset, you texting back and forth with them all day. Let's put them on hold for a second and type something up in your notes on your phone. That may be more comfortable than actually pulling out a pen and paper. But we got to get it out of your head into existence, okay? So definitely getting it out. I'll say getting it out of your head, more commonly writing it down. Y'all, there are so many mental health apps. The one that I had a past intern recommend, Ellie, was, what is that? Hold on, Instagram. It is, I just see it. I see it in my head, but it happens. I be getting so excited, I go blank. How we feel. How we feel is a great one. It helps you kind of track your emotions and feelings and how you felt about things. Several other apps, there, y'all remember the Calm app. Y'all remember there's so many mental health apps. So if you're on your phone a lot, it may be good to get with your therapist to say, okay, what mental health app might I benefit from the most? Okay. Or maybe that's something you would look at with your, because that could be an overwhelming task. That might be something that you and your therapist look at together in session. Okay. What for you personally would you get the most benefit out of? Because there's so many different mental health apps out there. Make it public. Definitely sharing it with your therapist. I would say share it with your therapist and one other person you trust. If you feel really bold, put it on your Facebook. Make it public. But after you say this goal, you need to share it out loud with someone else. Your therapist is probably best and safest person, ideally. But there are other folks in your life, like a husband or a wife or a they, them, or whoever that you feel can help hold you accountable. Make it public to them so they can follow up. I've got clients that they follow up with their sisters, husbands. Like, we include family into this, okay? We include people that you trust outside of your therapist into this, because you do need more than just your therapist. You need your therapist supplements your support system. Your support system supplements your therapy. It's kind of like a symbiotic thing. All right. Schedule. That may be the barrier right there. You just wake up and say you're going to do it. You don't have it set. A lot of my clients, especially the ones with anxiety focus, function really, really well on a schedule that we've developed that they can know what to expect. It helps really build their motivation, okay, to complete those goals. So definitely, whatever schedule structure works for you personally, because what works for you may not work for somebody else and vice versa. Okay, see, starting by using your notes app. Perfect. You're already on a good start. I definitely have to check myself on setting ginormous goals and not following those versus setting incremental goals and celebrating small wins along the way. Again, if that's your barrier, let your therapist know if you're in therapy, and they will help you figure that out. Like, you're talking it out with me. So then after you talk it out with me, we're going to go forth and conquer after this. Okay. So definitely, if you're in therapy already, go on ahead and say, hey, this is where I'm, noticing my barrier to be. And that goes back to reviewing the past. So there you go. You already know your goals need to be broken up into steps. No problem. Stack habits. I love habit stacking. I love it. So let me tell you about what habit stacking is. So if let's say you take showers every day and your therapeutic goal is to do a 10-minute meditation, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just don't have 10 extra minutes in my day, then my next thing is going to be, what do you do daily? That's like a low intensity thing. Do you shower daily? Yeah, I shower daily. All right, let's stack that habit. Let's do the 10-minute. Let's have a shower meditation going while you're already in the shower. That way you don't have to create more time for the thing that you need to include. You're stacking it with something else that's already a habit. And that has helped a lot of my clients, It's helped a lot of them to be able to do it because, once you get to thinking about adding just one more task and I don't have the time, you're probably not going to do it. But if all I got to do while I'm taking the shower is turn on a YouTube shower guided meditation that lasts about 4 or 5 minutes. I got to do it twice because my showers be like 10, 15 minutes because I love being clean. I wash several times. I just love being clean. It's what I love. I think it's a DNA thing. And when I say DNA, a part of Black culture, we love being clean. We was teaching folks how to bathe. All right. Amen. We was teaching folks how to bathe. So I love water and soap. It's my thing I love. So let's maximize on your water and soap. Okay. Maybe doing it. I've been taking more bubble baths, which has been very helpful for me. Still got to take a shower afterward because that whole clean thing, but bubble bath for the mental health part of it. Check in regularly. That's where your therapist comes in. And if you need to check in more regularly, like a daily check-in, that's where we bring in your support. But if you have a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly check-in, we got your therapist for that. But to help you check in more regularly, let's find somebody in your support system to add. Like I have a client, again, I check in with the client bi-weekly, but they check in with their a family member weekly. Okay. And we have what they'll talk with me about, and then they have a separate, more real-time check that they'll do with them. Okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make a mistake. If we're like, okay, January, let's just say you have a therapy session on the 1st and one on the 15th to follow up on your water intake, and you're like, I only drank water 5 of those 15 days. That's okay. That's okay. Expect for yourself to have a slip up. Slip ups are okay. Remember, this is a new behavior. There may be slip ups. We're not going to be hard on ourselves for slip ups, and that may be your goal. Hey, I need to be able to make a slip up and not be hard on myself. That in itself is the therapeutic goal, okay? Because we're all human. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're not superior. And so there will be a slip up when we make a goal, and that's okay. If y'all go to the Yellowbird Counseling page, on Facebook, there's a really good illustration that I shared. It was like, let me see. It was like a goal, achieving a goal, and it being linear at the top, which was the unrealistic. And then at the bottom, it was like, set the goal, forget the goal, do the goal, fall off. And it was like what progress really looks like. Progress is not linear. It's not like A, then B, then B, then C, then C, then D. It's not always that. A lot of times it's falling and getting back up, okay? Especially think about when you learn how to walk. Well, you probably don't remember. Think about when your child learned how to walk. Or if you remember, you probably fell a lot. You was wobbling around, but now look at you. You're just up and walking, probably dancing. You can probably even moonwalk. But you weren't expecting yourself at your 6-month-old, 9-month-old, year-old self being able to have the motor skills that you have now, right? But let's just think of babies just quit trying to walk when they fall. we'd have a lot more people that just don't walk in this world, you know, and it wouldn't be because they have a different ability. It would just be because they gave up when they were a baby. If that's how babies really function, a lot of us still wouldn't be walking. Okay. And make sure they are, I've been saying this, but let me say it clearly. Make sure your goals are individualized. You and your friend might have the same water intake goal long term, but y'all short term steps may look different because y'all are two different people. So it's okay to have a buddy, a water drinking buddy, but make sure they're holding you accountable for your own individual thing, and you're only holding them accountable for their own individual thing, and y'all aren't saying y'all have to be doing the exact same thing together. Y'all seen that it's like a reel where it's a sound where the girl on the phone and she like, hey girl, what you doing? And the girl's like, oh, I'm just sitting over here eating my broccoli and stuff, while meanwhile she's eating like a Big Mac and fries. And she's like, oh, okay, good job. And the girl like, yeah, this broccoli is so good. She chowing down on that hamburger. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And she's lying to her friend. She knows she didn't eat a head of broccoli. First of all, the broccoli head, ain't nobody trying to, some people might, but majority of people aren't just trying to just bite into a head of broccoli like that. So if you're trying to change your eating habits from something super good like a Big Mac to something not flavorable like a broccoli head, you see how you can fall and slip up with that one? You see? So we need to make it more. Maybe your friend loves broccoli heads. Okay, great for them. Let's ask them, did they have their broccoli head today? But maybe you are doing a broccoli head with cheese and a hamburger. You know, that might be your best way to get your broccoli in. Okay. Still the same goal. It's just executed different. Whew, what kind of questions y'all got? And if you in the community, I left a step out. Y'all know what y'all supposed to put in the comments. Put that thing in the comments, okay? Put it in the comments for the thing, okay? If you know, you know. If you're not in the community, you don't know. So if you want to be in the community and you don't want to feel like you're being left out of the secret, then let me show you what to do. This is also the number to text if you're like, dang, I need one of them therapists. I'm going to give y'all, we use the same number. It's just a different word you text to get put in different group. So here we go. Let me unshare my screen. So if you or a friend need therapy, you can text the word new. Also, we got a link tree that you can go to the Yellowbird Counseling page and do the link tree. Okay. And then you can see everything. Let me see if I can just put the link in the comments real quick. Give me a second. If you've only shared once, share again. If you shared twice, share one more time while I'm doing this. And put in the comments how this information has been helpful to you thus far. Okay, while I'm looking that up, those are a couple things y'all can do while I'm doing it. All right. I'm going to get the link so I can put it in the comments and you can easily access that. And it's for you or your friends or family that needs assistance in this new year with therapeutic or counseling support. I make it real easy. You don't got to do a lot of searching. If you have this link, then that's all you have. If you're in the community, the link will be coming out to you on January 1st. But if you're not in the community, I'm going to copy and paste it. But if you're in the community, don't worry about it because I already have it scheduled to send to y'all. I got it scheduled to send the link and the QR code to y'all. So you're good if you're in the community. If you're not in the community, hold tight. Let's see. Says share via email. I'm trying to copy the link. I just want to Can I just copy? Open my Linktree, share profile, share my Linktree too. Okay. Let me see if I do this. Will this? I had gave y'all a couple tasks in case this took me a few moments. You can share again, or share the live again, or put in the comments how this information has been helpful to you thus far. How has this information been helpful to you thus far? Okay. That's another good thing. Let's see. All right, it got it like this. I said send an email, so not it just, where is the actual? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to do it from my phone because this isn't, this ain't it. Let me do it from my phone real quick. Hold tight, Instagram. Y'all already got it. You can click the link. The link is in the bio. So the link is in the bio for them. Let me put the link. Baby. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, got it. Wait, is it copying or no? No. I'm clicking on the link tree and it's coming up, which is super great, but I'm just trying to copy it. All right, copy link. Here we go. Let me go over to Facebook real fast, and put it in there for the comments. Y'all be looking. Here come the comment. Here it come. Comments. Y'all be looking. Here come the comment. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. There we go. I put it. Let me pin it. I think I can. Can I pin it? I can. Pin. There we go. The link tree is pinned. There y'all go. TikTok, y'all can click it. It's in my bio. The link tree that I just shared with them. That's in my bio. And that way, you'll have all our information. You got all our business right there. All our business. All our business are right there. But you also have this option to text the word new if you need services, or text the word live, LIVE, okay? So that if you won't feel like talking in code to all the people in the community and you being left out. If you don't want to be left out, text the word live. If you need therapy or someone you know needs it, text the word new, okay? And I will let you take a screenshot of it. I'm going to stop talking because somebody said the captions come up over the number. So I'm going to stop talking for 5 seconds while y'all take a screenshot of this number with your phone. There you go. See? You already made a step in the right direction. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm not going to get on the bandwagon, but this year taught me more than I was ready to learn. Yeah. Ooh, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Thanks for this. I need to be consistent and patient with myself and open to the truths of the process towards a better me. Yes, I love that. I felt that. Thank you for sharing that. Didn't catch all of it, but you can always do the replay. The replay will be up there. If you're in the community, you can click the link I sent. That's in the live community. But if not, it's okay. Because I shared it I pinned it in the comments. But yes, you can always replay this live. It'll be up for replay. Didn't catch all of it, but the info helps me to think about what I need to do. Glad this is an extra opportunity to listen and get a feel for who you are. Perfect. I hope I made a good impression. I'm a little less reserved on here. They bring out the fun in me. I'm not super stale in sessions, but I'm a lot less stale. So I hope I made a good impression. Yay, thank you, Magnolia. Magnolia is one of our major supporters. Magnolia posted a link tree on her timeline. So that's a good, hey, y'all can do that too. If y'all copy and paste that link on y'all's timeline, it'll be real helpful for your friends and family. That way you don't have to do as much talking. Okay? Because all our business is there and I'll talk for you. Okay? I'm also going to make a separate link for like research because I'm going to be getting on Debate Talk a lot. So I'm going to be putting articles in there about the facts that back like the disparities in the African American community, because I got a lot of white people that are like, why can't we just stop talking about racism? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And I will show you empirically how it does not work like that. Okay? Or the LGBTQ community. Of course, there's a lot of people that think being LGBTQ is a choice, but I have empirical evidence that shows that it is not a choice to be a part of the LGBTQ community, no more than it is to be a part of the heterosexual cisgender community. Okay? No more than you didn't choose to be straight. Folks ain't just out here just choosing to be gay. Okay? So I'll have research for that to come. But for now, it's how can you contact us? How can you get connected to us? You know, and it's just a click of a button. So if you'll share that link tree, I appreciate that, Magnolia. I do. If anybody else wants to follow suit, please copy and paste that link tree on your timeline. You know what? Thank you. Because I might feel a little different than what I'm presenting. Today has been a very long, stressful day, and I tend to cope with humor. So I'm glad that I look alive. I'm glad. Thank you. You should much deserve. We all need it. Okay, cool. What other questions y'all have? Questions, comments? Y'all in the community. Because I see a lot of y'all whose names I see. So let me tell y'all what to do. I'm going to text y'all real quick. Y'all that's in the community, I'm about to text y'all. So y'all know what to do. Because I didn't put everything because I was running late. Type. Can't say it out loud because this is a community. This is a community perk. They know exactly what I'm talking about and for what. So if you got it, if you got the text, I just no. Okay. Had pushed too many buttons on my phone. Oh no. Oh no. That's how Mr. Carter be talking. Mr. Carter be like, oh no, mommy. Oh no. He is knocked out over here. Mr. Carter. Hey, Butta. You want to come say hi? He's like, no, I'm good. That's just his voice. I don't know why he talks like that. That's his voice. All right. Cool. Yeah, y'all got my checks. Y'all got my checks. I'm going to look if there's any more questions for I continue. Big Daddy Farmer, you over here on this one? Because I know you like to go between the Facebook and here. Might benefit you more right now to be over here on this side because you know. But if you're on TikTok, you can click my link tree so you can get the full benefit. I've got to figure out. TikTok might just have to watch for now because. Why? Did I say it wrong? No. What? Okay. Do you farm? Is that what it is? Okay, good. Yeah. You see, you know, you hear, you just you locked in. You super locked in. I'm not, yes, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not like I'm streaming on YouTube because I'm on StreamYard. but I'm also streaming on Facebook too. So, cool. All right. So it is what it is. For those of you that don't know, and for those of you, it's time for the Cash App giveaway. What other therapy practice or healthcare practices do you know that give you money on such a consistent basis? It's time for the Cash App giveaway. All right. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what y'all know. Ooh, I got my handy dandy notebook, Malika, but I did not get a utensil. Let me get, oh gosh. Man, I try to be great. Y'all see me making mistakes. I started an hour late, which wasn't a mistake, it was a need again. But I like to start when I say I'm gonna start. But if something comes up, it's okay. Cause shit happens. Let me get my Buddy Dukin. Can I go say hi? Let me get y'all nephew. Here, Miss. Say hi. He's like, I was asleep. Y'all say hi to y'all nephew. Look at him. Just a sleeping. Here, I'll put you back. He's like looking drowsy. This is your bedtime. Now he want to come over here. No, don't even look up at my food because you're not getting none. All right. So, if you don't want to miss the Cash App giveaway, you want to text the word live to this number so you don't miss it. Again. All right. See, they saying, hey, nephew. Malika cracks me up. All right. I don't want to change my name on Cash App because it might be offensive. Okay, don't. See, you want to know how often I do it? You'll know if you text the word live. Text the word live because the people that are in the community, it's not random to them. They know when I always tell them when I'm gonna do it. So it varies. It just depends on how I feel. I might do it twice a month, 3 times a month. When I think in November, did I do it? Did I do 3 giveaways or 4? I can't remember. Magnolia might know because Magnolia won twice back to back. Magnolia won what? Magnolia, did you win $300 or $400? When did you you won a good chunk because you won 1 week, turned right back around and won the next week. All right. And since it's the end of the year, y'all, y'all gonna know. I'm gonna do something. I want to do something big for y'all, the winner. Okay. 3. You won 3 times, or I did it 3 times. Magnolia. So y'all know I'm not capping. I got a winner that's actually telling y'all. Right. But see, Magnolia comes in here every single week, 300. Magnolia won 300. That's what I thought. Magnolia won $300 in the span of like from one Thursday to the next 300 because I did 2 $150 Cash App giveaways. So if you're in the community, you'll never miss it. So text the word live to that number so you don't miss it. If you're a client in the community, you're not in this group. You have to opt into the live group because I don't want to send. We have over 1,000 people in there, and all 1,000. You have to opt in to know when I go live. So the way to opt in is text the word live to this number here, and you'll always know when I give away stuff. Okay, listen, I got you. I got a big number in my head. Okay. So let's get it going. Let's get it cracking lacking. While I'm doing this, if you want to share or put some questions in the comment, you can. But who do I need to start with? Sharon has won a few times, and Sharon vouching that I come through every single time. TikTok, I'm still salty about that ban I got, and it was like the violation was like scam or something, and I got people over here saying, "Oh yeah, she come through. Oh yeah, I actually have one." Like, so yeah. Y'all just gonna have to watch because some people over on TikTok be real sensitive. Oh no, they sensitive. What's going on? All right, so that said, ain't nothing left on my debit card but my name expiration date. Sometimes I be feeling like my card be like, swipe or no swiping. We can't swipe no more. We gotta take a break. All right. So let's go up here. All right, so the way this works, because I see some new names on here, the way this works, please everybody open your ears because I'm going to say your name and your number. I'm going to say it twice, okay? So I'm going to say your name and your number twice. Don't miss your number because I'm not going to be able to keep, if I wrote down every name for every number instead of just tallying and keep it moving, we'd be here all night and I'm already late. Okay, so y'all just, I'm going to say your name and your number twice. If I mess up your name, then I'll say it a third time. Okay? All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard because I don't want to mispronounce your name. Marble. Tate, Tosh, man. Okay, so I'm going to spell it. For this person, I'm going to spell it Taesh. Taesh. Marable. Can you spell it phonetically in the comments? Because that's going to drive me nuts to not say your name right. I do not like messing up. You said pronounce Tosh rhymes with parable. Oh, so, okay, Tosh Marable. Is that right? Tosh Marable? Tosh Marable? Cool! Good job, Self. See? Good job, Self. You pronounce the name right. Tosh Marable, number 1. Tosh Marable, number 1. That feels lucky because of me struggling over that. That feels lucky. If Tosh Marable wins, y'all, I promise. Listen. Favor ain't felt. Favor ain't felt. All right. All right. Sandra Kroom is number 2. Sandra Kroom is number 2. Scroll up. Gerard Brown is number 3. Gerard Brown is number 3. Alicia Kroom is number 4. Alicia Kroom is number 4. Chandra Stanley is number 5. Chandra Stanley is number 5. Every Day is number 6. Every Day is number 6. Sharon Gray is number 7. Sharon Gray is number 7. Talithia Short is number 8. Talithia Short is number 8. Magnolia Marchant is number 9. Magnolia Marchant is number 9. Alexis Carl is number 10. Alexis Carl is number 10. Shalee So Blessed Atkins is number 11. Is it Shalia? Shalia So Blessed Atkins is number 11. Shalia So Blessed Atkins is number 11. See, I messed it up, so I had to say it more times. Shauna Elise is number 12. Shauna Elise is number 12. Nicole Robinson is number 13. Nicole Robinson is number 13. Punky Brewster is number 14. Punky Brewster is number 14. Christy Davis is number 15. Christy Davis is number 15. Danielle Winston is number 16. Danielle Winston is number 16. Tanea Keller is number 17. Tanea Keller is number 17. Malika Cole is number 18. Malika Cole is number 18. Thank you for posting, Malika. I enjoy seeing y'all's responses too. Thank y'all for the interaction. I really love it. Rob TR is 19. Rob TR is number 19. Rob TR is number 19. Oh, I like count every step. Yep, count every step. Oh, wait, did I say that? You said count every step. I like that. Every step counts. Alrighty, some of y'all put it twice, but I've seen you in here so much. I know if I seen your name already. That's what I thought. It was Shannon. I just wanted to be sure. I've never seen it spelled that way before, so I just want to be sure. And Shannon is the one taking the test for CPC certification 1230. So that's a good one to have a therapist help you break down into attainable goals daily or weekly. I used Sharon's as an example. Yeah, heavy on to go to bed on time. I'm cackling at your shirt. If you guys want this shirt, you can click the shop YBC in the link tree, or you can go to ybcbrand.com, ybcbrand.com. You can even go to yellowbirdcounseling.com too if you want to, and click on shop YBC brand, or in the link tree, click on shop. I think it's the second link, first or second link on the link tree. And you can get some of my mental health shirts to help you say it with your chest. I created a mental health t-shirt line so that we can open the conversation to mental health discussions as people read your shirts and ask you what it means. Okay? And you can share with them and open somebody's eyes to therapy, normalizing therapy and breaking the stigma that surrounds therapy by saying it with your chest. Nika now feel. Oh, Nika, I mess your name up. I hate that I mess your name up. But can I, Nika N? Can I list, because you can spell it out phonetically for me so I can. Nika N is number 20. Nika N is number 20. Ariel Joyce is number 21. Ariel Joyce is number. Hey, Demetria. Sarah. I think I got Tanea already. And I think Tanea and Alexis, did I get y'all? Put it at the bottom. If not, then I'll give y'all these last two numbers. But I think I already gave y'all a number. It's a lot. Y'all deep up in here. I like it. Nikki Leilani, I didn't get you. Nikki Leilani is number 22. Nikki Leilani, 22. Chloe Love, number 23. Chloe Love, number 23. Got Sharon. Amari Samuel, number 24. Amari Samuel, number 24. I think that's everybody. Unless those two that I named didn't get a number. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you did get a number. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. I'm glad you've been getting good reports. I try. I really do. We all do. I try to keep everything up and going. Oh, I can. I was thinking about that, Magnolia. Thank you. Because I was like, how can I post it? If you post a link to this site and make it public, you can put your Cash App link to be a part of the giveaway. Huh. Okay, I think I understand, but I'm not sure. Some of y'all disqualified. Yeah, if you're not present to win, if I call you, I've had to spin again on some folks. And then they text me and they was like, oh no, I stepped away. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry you stepped away. I had to pick a new winner. But I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. All right, let's get going. Y'all know I like to be fair and show y'all that I'm fair. So y'all know how I do. I share my screen from the start to the winner, so nobody thinks I had picked nobody just because, just picking. All right, so let's start here. All right, number will generator. Okay, now we need number will generator 1 to 100. Let's see what that one's like. Okay. All right, y'all see how it's empty? Well, now it's not. Okay. But the number is, we got more than 14. So I'm going to redo it so y'all can see. 1 and the maximum is 24. All right, y'all ready? Drum roll, please. Number 21. I don't know who it is. Number 21. Who is it? Are they here? Are they present? Number 21. Number 21. Number 21. Are you here, number 21? You here? Who number 21? That's almost close to the top. I went bottom to top. I could be 21. 21, you hear? They got to share too. So once you win, I got to see that you shared it. Because if you didn't share, that disqualifies you. And if you're not present, that disqualifies you. 21, are you here? Please don't make me spin again. Not with this fat number I'm thinking of in my head. Not you don't remember your number. Oh my gosh. Do I need to spin again? Now I got to spin again. 21 is not here. Oh man, that sucks. I hate when I have to spin again. Happy for the people that are present, sad for the person who missed the opportunity. Wait, yes what? Yes what? What am I saying? Because last time y'all remember I spun again and the person actually did say they were here. So I'm trying to wait a little longer. Now, okay, I'm going to have to spin again because nobody knows. All right, I'm going to have to remove 21 off the wheel. Remove choice. I'm going to have to spin again. All right, let me look one more time before I spin again because I don't want it to be a situation. All right, let me spin again. Only, got to be sure of your number. That's why I try to say it twice and tell y'all to be prepared to open your ears before I start giving them out. All right, spinning again. Number 22! Who is it? Who is it? I be getting so excited for y'all. Who's 22? Who's number 22? Who said, wait, is Nikki number 22? Well, I took out just the number 24. So 22 didn't get taken out. Who? 20, wait. Okay, so, okay. All right. So it was Nikki. Nikki was 21. All right. All right, Nikki was 21. I missed it. I don't even see 22. Where is 22 on here? Since I spun again, y'all know how we do. It's 20 because Nikki was in the middle of doing something. I think. Wait, is there a 22 on here? Is 22 here? If not, it automatically goes to Nikki. No, because Nikki is here and Nikki was here. So it will go to Nikki, who originally won on 21. But if 22 is here, since I did spin again, I do want to know. Well, I'm not going to spin again because Nikki did win the first time and Nikki and other people vouched for Nikki. So, okay. Now I can pretend to be 22. Yes, Nikki's the winner. Awesome. There's no 22, so we don't got to split it. Guess what, Nikki, Leilani, it's your lucky day because I'm doing a $300 cash giveaway. Woo! Woo! We would have split it 150 for if there was a 22, but nobody claimed 22, so you get the whole 300. Yay! Yay! Y'all give her some likes and congratulations. Let me send. Y'all know I send it now. I got to send it while I'm on here so people don't think it's cap. Nikki, I think you won before. Let me see. All right. Let me look. Nikki, type your Cash App in the comments at the bottom. Again. So I don't got to scroll all the way back up to the top. Congratulations. Yeah, that's why I know you've won before, but it's not popping up. And I need to be sure I'm sending it to the right. Okay, yeah. That's you. That's you. Nikki has been watching me for years, y'all. I got people on here that have been watching me for years. There you go. Hold on. Congratulations from Yellow Bird Counseling. Add the 3 hearts. Let me show everybody, Nikki, that I really sent it so folks don't say I'm capping. No cap. No cap. We don't cap. We don't do no stinking cap. We actually do as we say we're going to do here at Yellow Bird Counseling. But I wanted to end the year off strong, but this isn't the last time I'm going to do it. Again, for the next time, you want to be in the community so you don't, dang. Hold on. I need to show y'all. No, I need to show you. That way you know it's not cap. We don't cap over here. We don't do that. We're honest. We don't lie. We don't lie over here. We're honest. All right. Let me go back to Instagram. For Instagram, don't get to watch this video on replay. All right. Thank y'all so much for participating. Thank you so much for Oh, you're amazing, Nikki. I think you're amazing. Good. Because I don't want nobody saying I'm lying or capping like TikTok tried to do me. I was like, dang, I'm trying to be a blessing. And somebody got me bananaed for 7 days for trying to offer money. What is the world coming to? I didn't ask nothing. All I did was the same thing I just did now. But whatever. I'm going to get off that because I got my page back. Let me know how it goes. Let us know how it goes, Malika. I'm glad this was refreshing. Good night, everybody. I want y'all to get some good sleep, okay? Try some brown noise if you're having trouble sleeping. Okay? Try some brown noise. I will see y'all next week, next year. Y'all, stay warm and stay safe. Bye.